Okay, we are live on the Trash Mouth Fantasy Football Playoffs podcast. We have the four-time champ End Zone Freaks. Welcome to the show.
Oh, it's good to be back, Dave, especially in the Final Four playoffs. Racking up the points, baby. It's good to be back. And thank you again for the coffee and my parking spot.
That's right. The End Zone Freaks is back on the playoffs podcast. He's a little under the weather, but I think he's feeling a little bit better knowing that he just scored 92 points, the sixth most in playoff history.
Well, it was an inflated 92. It did start off with a little head start, but 77 points on Sunday is not bad. And I'm liking it. I'm liking going into week 2 versus Flip with a 30-point advantage. It sure beats being down by 30.
That's right. End Zone Freaks behind a strong supporting cast, once again led by his 3 triple-headed monster running backs. Doug, I think you do have clearly the best running backs in the regular season, and it's showing already in the playoffs.
Maybe in history, I don't know of a 3-headed monster like this. I mean, if you looked at my roster, I've been outside, I looked at it and said, what running backs do you got? And I told them those 3, they probably laughed and go, how'd you do that? How is that possible? Who let you get those 3 guys? Just great drafting, but I don't want to brag. So I'll let the pundits decide, but I think this may be the greatest triumvirate of running backs in Trash Mouth history.
It definitely ranks up there in the high top 10 with those backs. They're supporting your team every week. Explosive backs, featured backs, getting the carries. All right, End Zone Freaks, once again, I think you're teaching everybody a lesson in fantasy football, how to strategically wait to use your moves at the right time. Explain how you check yourself in to the Hilton Hotel.
Well, as you guys know, I did check out of the Hilton a little early. However, I was lured in by the continental breakfast, so I decided to check back in to the Hilton at the right time. Just a little lesson in patience, league, about, saving your roster moves for a rainy day. It will get rainy, and you need to have something for the playoffs. And to be honest, and I was talking with Colmac Crush about this the other day, this is a little parting advice because I'm retiring. Try to save 2 roster moves. You might need one for the playoffs against an opponent and maybe possibly one for a Super Bowl matchup because you want to exploit a matchup. And I happen to be lucky enough to grab T.Y. Hilton, who was not able to be picked up because everybody used their roster moves. And it was the perfect block at the perfect time. And it worked. So that's really how you do it. Patience, people.
There you go. You have it here first from the End Zone Freaks, 4-time champ on the podcast. Once again, the criteria, regular season or playoffs, it doesn't change. It never has. You get the most points for the week. You have the most balanced team, the explosive team. You get on the podcast. You get a parking spot, and everybody can use that front spot this week, certainly with the rain tonight, huh, End Zone Freaks?
Oh, you're not kidding. I mean, it was great to be able to just drive up, park it, I slipped right in the front door. I mean, I didn't even get a drop on me. I was so close to the front. I come in the door, coffee's waiting for me, comfortable seat in the green room, and here I am. Beautiful. It's great to be on the podcast.
All right. Here we go. Part of the segment. It's called the Trash Mouth Fantasy Football League Parting Podcast Shots. End Zone Freaks, it's all you.
All right. Well, normally I really use this time to rip GMs, but I will do this. Flip, I respect your team, 62 points, you had a great week, and I fully anticipate Flip coming back, storming back with matchups this week. Like I said, 30 points in the hole, it's going to be tough. You're going to have to climb out of a huge hole. And I think you're going to battle. It's going to come down to the wire. My matchups are a little bit tougher, so definitely do not turn your sets off right now. I do have a parting shot for the Bengali Bombers. What happened, Bengali? Your little Peyton Manning didn't show up. I think he's got the neck injury coming back, baby. Ryan Tannehill, you're going to count on him to win you a title? Come on, Duval. It ain't happening this year, buddy. I'll see you in 2015. And if you need me help, call me, man. Don't have Ray Rice sitting on your roster for 8 weeks. He's coming back to burn you.
There you go. That's one confident End Zone Freaks calling out every GM possible and naming names. It's the name game. It's the playoffs. You either step up or you're out. That's the bottom line in this league. It's all about numbers, right, Freaks?
Oh, it's all about numbers, baby, and I have 92 of those numbers. What's up?
There you go.
You have to step up when it counts. That's what makes a champion. Can you do it in crunch time? Yes. Have I fallen short a few times? Sure. It's going to happen. But you know what? I feel like I'm a team of destiny, man. I really feel it's coming together at the right time for the Freaks. I know the Crush is worried. He doesn't want me to get that 5th title. But I think we could all feel something in the air. Can you feel it? Yeah. It's called a balanced, explosive attack. Look at my roster. It's freaking scary. It'll give you nightmares. All right? And I should tell Flip, when you hit the pillow tonight, thank God that I didn't open up 100 points on you, because I had a chance to. DeMarco Murray had 180 yards rushing and only 1 TD. Julio Jones, 258 yards receiving, 1 TD. Alfred Blue ran in a touchdown from the 1-yard line instead of Foster. Rodgers missed opportunities. I mean, I could have really broken 100, and that's no joke. So, Flip, you're still in it. You still got a heartbeat. You're hanging on. Let's do it in Connecticut. Looking forward to it on Sunday. Heading up, seeing the Widow Fakers. Let's do it.
All right. That is one confident End Zone Freaks, and he should be. He had a great regular season. He had a great record. He's proving it in the playoffs that if you have a good team, you show up when it counts. End Zone Freaks, I'm sorry you're under the weather. I know you're getting back to looking at game film, preparing for Whoop Inc. for this week, getting ready for the road trip to Connecticut for the Trash Your Mouth Fantasy Football Playoffs, first ever playoff in Connecticut. Wish you the best of luck going forward, and who knows, we might see you again.
Let's hope so. And, Michael Jordan played with 103 fever. The great ones do it. You got to push through. You got to push through no matter what comes your way. But I'll get rested, be ready, and it all starts next week. Round 2, game